Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. This reading is for Pisces. We're going to jump right into it by pulling a 10-card tarot spread from the Rider-Waite Tarot. And once I have all the cards laid down, we'll get into the reading. So thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting below, and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all of your love and support. I have had a hard time posting in the last few weeks. I'm sure you've noticed if you're here often. Yeah, the energy just hasn't felt right for me. I've been having to deal with my own changes. But I feel a sense of groundedness coming back. So now I'm here with you. I think what we're going to do this week, maybe on Friday, is do a live session. So I'll book that in ahead of time and it'll be advertised on my channel. But during the live session, I'll do mini readings for anybody who wants to join me. And if there's a lineup, I'll do a reading for whoever tips me first. And but you don't have to tip me to get a reading. I just, if there's a lot of people, I need to be able to choose who to read for first. And obviously, I would appreciate the tips by pressing super chat. But yeah, I just want to hang out. I want to give back and give you guys a little bit of personal insight that you may be craving. So keep your eye open on my channel for the live reading being scheduled for this week. All right, so let's take a look at your cards today. You've got some pentacle energy going on here with some action happening with the wands. So that's interesting. It looks like you're facing some type of decision to carry forward with either a career or carry forward with owning a piece of property or owning some type of asset like a car. One decision you could make would be to sell this property, sell this car, or move on from this job. The other decision would be to dedicate more time, more money, more energy into this asset or career option. So the advice is to find a way to hold on to what you have. Hold on to it. If it's actually serving your purposes, then don't mess with a good thing. If you find you're losing more money than what you're gaining, then maybe this is a decision you have to make in order to balance things out again. So it's not a hard yes, it's not a hard no for those of you who are looking for advice. But if you can pull off holding on to something and it is giving you some form of stability, just know that if you move forward and with this asset or with this job, then it'll pay off more in the long run. But that's what I'm getting for money messages. We'll take another look at this reading from a different angle. It feels like someone's trying to sell you on an idea. They may have had this idea for quite some time. It's like they can see that you are stuck in some way and they want to help you take action. Maybe they see mutual benefit to helping you out or giving you some advice or giving you an idea, giving you a push in some type of direction. It's like they're trying to motivate you, and you might have your back turned to this person. Maybe you're not really picking up on the motivation, simply because you're already dedicated to a certain pathway. what they have to say or what they believe in might be true for them, but it might not be true for you. It's kind of like you have to know yourself and what you need with these cards here. So there could be some meetings around money, transactions around money, shifting things from one area to another. Some of you may be ending one career chapter and beginning a new career chapter. If we look at the individual card pairings, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Both conservative, slow-moving energies. I mean, the Four of Pentacles stays put, actually. So it's like a non-moving energy. It's about fortitude. It's about strength in staying put and digging in deep and persevering through consistency. And so is the Knight of Pentacles, really. There's movement and flexibility to the Knight of Pentacles, though. So even though you might be holding on to something, maybe something's not moving very quickly, if you continue to hold on to it, then there might be a slow movement. And maybe slow movement is the best type of movement for you. Maybe you don't need results from this until later down the road. We do have the Chariot card, and we have the Two of Wands. So the Chariot card talks about our willpower, our focus, our determination to succeed with career, with goals, with life in general. And the Two of Wands talks about gaining advantage, gaining some type of information, or taking action that's going to benefit your future. It's about opening up new doorways, taking new routes to new destinations with the Chariot card above it. Maybe traveling, maybe trying out new things. And it looks like the Two of Wands, if you look at the Two of Wands as like front and back, because there's like the one wand in front and there's one wand in behind. Usually the wand in front is the one that people end up choosing, and then facing that wand is the Knight of Pentacles. So there might be a really good offer out there for you to stick with something. There might be a lot of benefit to like stay true to something, and you already know what you're being offered, like you already know the value of it, versus what's behind you. That wand that's behind you is the Six of Pentacles reversed, which could be some type of sale or end of a contract, or some type of money saving decision with the Ten of Pentacles above the Six of Pentacles, where you unlock a lot of money all at once, or you get like a severance package, or maybe you move to another job and there's an increase in money, or you save money by moving somewhere, something like that. It just shows that the long-term payoff is kind of just being consistent. So there might be short-term payoffs to the other way you could go about this. And maybe that short-term payoff is exactly what some of you need in order to get ahead or to make some other decisions in your life. And that could be where this Knight of Wands is coming in with the Hanged One above it, because the Hanged Man is all about thinking things through, with a Hermit card next to it as well, but feeling kind of stuck, feeling like we need to find a solution, not sure what the answer is, in limbo. And then the Knight of Wands is someone who tries to like take action and prove a point and make a stance and basically convince you to make a decision here that involves money. Take the quick option, Pisces, is what this Knight of Wands is saying. Whereas there's another person here saying, take the slow option. And the slow option is more positively aspected in this reading, and it also indicates the most movement and actually the fastest growth, even though it's the slower option. It's kind of interesting how that works out. So we have the Hermit reversed and we have the Five of Wands reversed. The Five of Wands can talk about competition. The Hermit card can talk about being, holding your energy back next to the Hanged One. It can talk about doing something out of inexperience, especially with the Five of Wands talking about inexperience as well, like trial and error. So, and it's on the side of the reading, on the side of the Two of Wands, that's trying to get you to have a fast decision. So I almost feel like the fast decision is based off of you doing something from a lack of experience, or taking advice from somebody who has a lack of experience in this category. So it's not sound advice. It actually limits you, and perhaps leads to just, some type of breakdown in the future. All right. Well, let's get an Angel Answers card to close the reading. So for those of you who are looking at the slow option as being the right one for you, the one that this reading is definitely encouraging you to make, let's see what the Angel Answers have to say. So if you have a question around that, this could be your answer. So think of your question around that slow option. And we've got helpful people coming through. So there are going to be helpful people here for you that are going to help you make the right decision. Okay. Put it to vote. Like if you've got a lot of people in your life who you trust, I bet you they would go with this slower option. So let's look at the faster option. Let's see what the answer is for that. It says remain positive. Something tells me that some of you out there, even though it makes more sense to go slowly, are kind of needing a fast solution right now. And the advice is to remain positive, If you do have to make a fast decision around money and it gives you temporary relief, this isn't the only reading where all your money is in one spot. You could have future potential that this reading doesn't even touch on at all. But it's just kind of saying with what you're working with right now, the advice is leaning towards option A. But here we go. Underneath the bottom of the deck is a good example of what I'm talking about. It's up to you to make that decision. So I do put up the disclaimer in all of my videos in the description box of the video, and I'll just say it out loud sometimes just to remind some of you that, especially when it comes to money or legal situations or even relationship advice, it's better to go with professional and medical advice for sure. Professional advice than just based off of a tarot reading. But hopefully these tarot readings can confirm with you decisions you're already making from an educated point of view. All right, take care, and I'll see you again soon.